Hello guys, fellows, back at it again with another video, and this evening we have a tweet. Yep, we're going right into the news this time. We have a tweet. The Van Jones, #1 Andrew Yang supporter. If you don't know just how big of a fan of Andrew Yang Van Jones is, you'll see throughout this video. Tonight we have this tweet by him where he says, "No matter who you plan to vote for, everyone deserves a fair shot in this race. The case that Andrew Yang is facing unfair barriers is strong and hard to ignore. I call on everyone in media and the political establishment to redouble every effort to ensure basic fairness. #Yang Gang." Oh my goodness. So Van Jones, CNN commentator, just put out a huge message out to the DNC and the establishment and CNN and MSNBC, and this is crazy. And of course, Andrew Yang replied saying, "Thanks, Van," with a thumbs up and the prayer sign. And yeah, this is a big thing for Van Jones to do. You know, especially in the middle. Well, yeah, I would say in the middle of the war between the Yang Gang, Andrew Yang, and MSNBC. It's very, very interesting to see Van Jones put his hat in the ring. But at the same time, should we really be surprised that Van Jones is being so supportive of us? Before I go into a little bit of history with Van Jones and Yang Gang, I will show, of course, and leave this article that you're seeing here in the description. A very, very well-known member of the Yang Gang, Scott Santens, made sure to record all the instances, I believe it's at least 15, where Andrew Yang was shunned, ignored by the media. Yeah, there's a lot of instances. In case you do not believe what Van Jones is saying, and in case anyone reading Van Jones's tweet doesn't believe it, Scott Santens made sure to reply in the comments with it. So yeah, y'all definitely can't miss that. This was October 18, 2019, so about like a month and a half ago. This was pre-MSNBC war, but still heavy media occlusion or exclusion, replying to an Andrew Yang tweet basically saying, you know, kind of the steps it will take between now and the future when Yang becomes president. And yeah, Van Jones says here, "Y'all might want to screenshot this one, #Yang Gang, #Andrew Yang." And if you're wondering how far back this support goes, it actually goes back as early as July 2019. We have this small section here where Van Jones was talking about his post-debate thoughts on the July debates, second night, which is the night that Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Cory Booker, and Andrew Yang, of course, was on, and among other candidates. So yeah, this is what Van Jones had to say about Andrew Yang all the way back in July.
And I must say that Andrew Yang.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
I agree.
There you go.
He did his thing.
I agree.
So yeah, according to Van Jones, a very enthusiastic Van Jones. Andrew Yang most certainly he did his thing. Forgot to add, by the way, that this was this tweet from October was about a month, I want to say, from when Van Jones invited Andrew Yang to his show. A reason why Van Jones supports Andrew Yang so early as well, when he was virtually polling at like 1% or something back in July. But yeah, we have this tweet by the Twitter account @YoBellPrize, who says, "In honor of Van Jones standing up for Andrew Yang," of course he's talking about the events that happened today, "here's a clip of him from 2016 talking about automation." And yeah, I made sure to go to the right timestamp. And let's look here what Van Jones had to say. And this was 2016, before Andrew Yang politically existed, pretty much. Like, Van Jones literally, no doubt, had no clue who Andrew Yang was. So let's hear it.
And nobody's got an honest answer. I don't believe Donald Trump's answers, but I don't want to argue about that because you love him. But I'm going to tell you, I don't believe the Democrats have good answers right now either. Right. Because even the Democrats and Donald Trump and the Democrats say they want to bring manufacturing back to America. Well, hold on a second. How's that going to help? When the manufacturing left, you had a whole lot of people and a few machines. If it comes back, it's going to be a whole lot of machines and a few people pushing buttons because it's all robots now. Advanced manufacturing is not a good program anymore to create jobs. So I don't know what we're going to do to create jobs. So everybody's lying to everybody. Everybody's trying to make the other one mad at the other one. You got a few.
So Van Jones was actually going off on InfoWars. You know, it's not going to be often that I show a clip from InfoWars on here. But yeah, that was Van Jones pretty much preaching pretty hard. And he was 100% right about a lot of things. but especially automation. And this was all the way back in 2016. The only person that would have talked about automation would have been Barack Obama. I believe he talked about automation in his farewell speech or address or something like that. But I do know Obama talked about automation near the end of his term. We know Van Jones' support goes all the way back to July, and we have a few ideas why. And so it makes 100% sense to see Van Jones really stepping up. I wonder if he'll get a slap on the wrist for this. Like, who knows? But I know out of all the people, out of all the commentators just sitting there watching the whole Yang MSNBC war, collide, they're just sitting in the shadows, and I guess it was sooner or later that Van Jones would step up and defend his boy Andrew Yang. So yeah, it's always awesome to see. And to wrap up this video, we have Andrew Yang saying, he says right here, let's just say I've already booked my tickets to LA for the next debate. So everyone knows that the deadline for the debate is Thursday. So Andrew Yang saying this, definitely set off some alarms in a lot of people's minds. But this user named Zach Giannino, probably messed that up terribly, said, Andrew, if you know something that we don't, please share ASAP. The hashtag Yang Gang be stressing out here. And Andrew Yang actually replied saying, got a couple pieces of info that suggests good news is coming our way. So, what could this mean? Does Andrew Yang know something that we don't? Well, the deadline is, again, Thursday night, I believe, and we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, of course, obviously, I'm sure the Andrew Yang campaign is doing a lot of internal polling, calling donors, reaching out for endorsements, all that stuff, knocking door to door. And their internal polling probably is on an upswing, especially due to the ads, TV ads, internet ads, Facebook ads. But yeah, honestly, we'll just have to wait and see. Really exciting stuff coming up really soon for the Yang Gang. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. If you're watching this in a day, I hope you have a good day. And if you're watching this tonight, I hope you have a good night. Thank you all so much for watching. I've been Detective Lewis, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.